7 to 9 days. They changed it all of a sudden. Now it says, as of last night, that we have a 100% chance of rain tomorrow, starting at 6 a.m. It's going on 6 p.m. right now, and it's remaining dark at 7:30. So we are tag teaming this job. Trey and I are running the hay rake. Basically, Trey's letting me be the adult supervision. He knows better how to do this than I do. See, he's here. But he's never just been set out on the hay rake on his own, and I've never hay raked. Yeah, he did the straw, but he's never done hay raking. So, the trouble with this field, him doing it on his own, is there's highs and lows. Dad's running the baler behind me, so he's had to get off and stop a couple of times. The area that's on its second cutting over here, the bales are super heavy. I can't hardly lift them. They're still wet. They're still super green. With the rain coming, we're gonna just have to feed them and get them out of here because we've got to get this all picked up tonight and in the barn. So we're trying to do what we can. We can use tarps. We can put stuff up in the barn. We can run lights in the barn. That's no trouble. It's the getting it out of here. He said this real light as far as actual hay, the bales themselves, because of the moisture content, way too heavy. Now you can salt your bales. You can look up, Google that. Some people have told me about that. I've asked questions on other people's pages about salting the floor because sometimes the moisture will come out of the bale, like it gets drawn out on a concrete. A lot of times you'll see people storing their hay on pallets in their barn. Don't worry about getting too tight in there because we got equipment. Woo! Got too close to that bale. Can you see that? No, you can't see it. Go back. The area that we're raking right now is the second cutting, and it dried off fine because it was a lot more mature grass. The stuff that was tall was dry, and it had an extra. It had the same amount of drying time. I was thinking it had an extra day. It's just drying better. I don't know if it's because it's just more mature, I guess. So you can see up here, he came out and he picked up 15 bales on the area that we're driving on right now. But normally, those bales are probably about 8 to 12 feet apart from each other in a row, and it's looking like there's only 3 or 4 in a row where there's normally, 10 or 12. So he wants to still cut this again, but I think he's just kind of working in a triangle. Trey's right, it is in a regular shaped field, so it does get to be hard to manage kind of where to go and how to do it. And I remember that when I was doing the tedding. I still have a story saved up to tell you guys about the tedding, so we'll probably try to get that in here too if it doesn't get too late and too dark. I wondered how he was going to get around that tree. He just did a U-turn because when we raked it, it got up close to the tree trunk. And his pickup is on the opposite side. He just U-turned around it. So as I told you before, when you're running these old tractors, there's different issues that show up that it's necessary for you to be very handy as far as doing repairs. So it was my first time out tedding, and I'm still learning how to start the pony motor. So I was out there with the 70 and it stalled when I was coming out of the field. Now we found out recently there's different issues going on with it. This fuel line to the pony motor being one of them. So that was making it difficult for me to get it restarted. The second thing is, he had just done a tune-up on it, and one of the spark plugs, the wire, is working half the time. So he figured out the other day, if that we pop it half off the spark plug, then we're getting spark. If we have it on all the way, then we're not getting spark. So not only was I unfamiliar with being able to start the tractor, it stalled on me getting out of the field, and I had to get it started without rolling backwards. And guess what? I rolled backwards. Now luckily that's all the damage that happened, is the guard there in the middle got bent, but I knew he was not going to be happy about it. I had to run from that field way over there, across the creek, across this field, and over here to him where he was working on the combine in the yard to get him over there. Now, what had actually happened is that when I restarted it, somehow it thought it was in reverse and it would not get out of that no matter what gear I put it in, and it just kept inching further back. I got off the tractor, set the parking brakes, and tried to yank this thing by hand. There was nothing I could do. And this is the end result. So if you know me from my videos very well, I've been talking for like a year about getting a new tractor of my own, and that's the reason why. I want to be able to start it. I want to be able to shift it without trouble, and I want to stop having so many repair issues. But of course, for the money that I want to spend, it's not going to happen. It's just like with the vehicle. I don't want a payment for something new that's not going to break down, and I don't want to have to deal with going out, paying cash for something super high out of our price range so that I can help out. But my gosh, I'm wearing myself out doing all this stuff by hand, so it's time to figure something out. I've been running the 620, and I really like how easy it is to start. It's an electric start, no pony motor. It'll run everything almost on the farm, except for, like Trey said, there's no 3-point. But for doing hay, the 3-point isn't necessary. It's that I need to be able to pull equipment to the field. So I'll get better at it. He's forgiven me by now, but I don't want to blow up a tractor and have more issues because there was no oil compression the whole time that it thought that it was sitting there in reverse. So whole nother issue for me. I'm learning all this stuff about these old tractors. It's a lot to learn in a short amount of time, but I'm only getting better, right? So every day is just a challenge. Today's challenge is cleaning out the shop. I got to get this guy a little nap and get back to my work before dark. So I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.